Hello and welcome. My name is Biagio Mazza, Pastoral Associate at St. Sabina Parish in Belton, Missouri, and I'm here to welcome you to another Do You Know series question. We continue our series on the evolution of Christianity from Judaism, and today's Do You Know question is, do you know how Christianity changed as a result of Emperor Constantine? Emperor Constantine was a young man in the early 300s who desired to be in charge of the entire Roman Empire. It had been split among various emperors, and he desired to be the sole emperor. So he prayed and thought about it and so on, and he had a dream in which he heard someone say that if he put this particular sign, which was the Christian symbol of the hero, if he put this particular sign on his shields and on his horses and so on, he would be victorious. And so he goes into the battle against the other emperors and his own enemies, and he's victorious. And as a result of that, he sees something good in Christianity and decides that, first of all, he's going to make Christianity legitimate in the empire, and secondly, he's going to become a Christian himself. And so what he does is he joins the catechumenate. He isn't really baptized until his deathbed, but yet he's a member of the church, and he begins to really take an active interest in Christianity. And he does this by granting privileges to the church, especially in terms of wealth, land, power, and so on. Even special privileges that we still talk about today, such as clergy discount, tax exemption from the clergy serving in the military, all go back to Constantine. As a result of this, soon the church structure started to take on some of the elements, the top-down hierarchical structure of the empire. He even made some bishops, especially bishops in the big metropolitan area, he made them Roman governors and gave them all the privileges, all the status, and all the wealth that belonged to Roman governors, even the special ring and special shoes and special clothes and so on. And so some bishops, especially in the large metropolitan area, started to take on both religious authority and civic authority. And so they became very powerful people. What starts to happen is that the bishops actually start to become very powerful administrators in the Roman Empire as well as in Christianity. Just to give you a couple of examples, the Roman Empire was divided into plots of land that they called dioceses. And the overseer of each Christian community in the past now became the administrator of a diocese, the one who was in charge. And since many people are starting to join Christianity for a variety of reasons, the bishop, there were many more people to attend to, and the bishop couldn't do that personally. So using the old structure of bishop, deacon, and elder, or presbyter, what the bishop did is he kept the deacons to himself to aid him in the assistance of the administration of the diocese, and then he sent the elders, which became known as the presbyters or the priests, into the rural areas to take care of all the Christians there, and he gave them permission to baptize and to perform Eucharist and to distribute Eucharist, but he reserved the right of confirmation to himself when he would visit the communities. So it became a fairly strong administrative kind of structure that took on, as I said, the top-down hierarchical structure of the Roman Empire. We see this very much in terms of the development of what came to be known as a two-tier system within Christianity. In other words, Christianity became a structured organization that had at the very top of it, the bishop and the ordained clergy, essentially as the professionals, the one who make decisions for the organization and so on. And the bulk of the people within the structure of the church at the time would have been what we call lay people. These are the non-ordained. And these are the people who were essentially at the whim, if you want, or of the beck and call of the ordained. They were what later on, many centuries later, they came to be called the pray, pay, and obey church. So many of the issues that surfaced under Constantine and was a result of the many changes that Constantine brought into the church really are issues that we still struggle with today, especially the role of the contrast, that two-tier class system between the ordained and the lay. That is still a big issue that we face today as a church, and trying to figure out how we can work together as opposed to in opposition to one another, and so on. And so under Constantine and under his push and movement for the church, there were many pluses and a number of minuses, and issues that we still talk about today and struggle with today. Change does happen, and it did happen with the coming of Constantine, and change continues to happen, and hopefully we'll see as we continue our series how these changes impacted the way the church continued to grow and develop. So I hope this has helped to explain just a bit of how Christianity really changed, as a result of the Emperor Constantine. And I hope you will return again to more Do You Know series question as we continue to explore how Christianity evolved from Judaism, and we continue to explore our history and traditions. Thank you very much.